Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We're here in the holy city of Jerusalem, celebrating our son's bar mitzvah, Yehuda, who lay so beautifully. He read the Torah on Thursday morning, and tomorrow he's going to read the Torah portion of Balak. In Israel, in America, it's a double Torah portion of Chukas-Balak, but in Israel, because Shavuot is only one day, and it ended on Friday, and they read the regular Torah portion on Shabbat, he's going to read tomorrow the Parshat Balak. And it's very apropos that we're here, and this special Shabbos is a very interesting blessing in the story of Bilam. So King Balak, who knows the only way to hurt the Jewish people would be by cursing them, and so he gets the famous prophet, Bilam the prophet, who it was considered in the Gentile prophets, he was as great as a prophet as Moses in the Gentile world. And he says he's going to go and curse the Jewish people. But the only way he can curse the Jewish people is with a blessing from God. And God, the famous story, God stops him on the way with the talking donkey. The famous movie of Shrek is made after this week's Torah portion. And instead of cursing the Jewish people, he gives them multiple blessings. One of those blessings is the famous blessing that we say every single day, Matovu Alecha Yaakov Mishkanosecha Yisrael. How great are the tents of Jacob and the dwelling places of Israel for not looking into each other. When he looked down at the tents, every window was facing another wall, so no windows were looking at each other. But there's another blessing that he gives the Jewish people, and that is the blessing of Am Levadav Yishkon, a nation that dwells alone. And it was a very famous Yechidus, private audience that the Rebbe had together with former Prime Minister Yitzchak Rabin. At the time when Rabin was a ambassador to the UN, he was sent by the President Zalman Shazar, who was a very dear friend of the Rebbe, in honor of the Rebbe's birthday. And the Rebbe asked him this question after discussing some military discussions. The Rebbe asked him, why do you consider this a blessing? To which the Prime Minister said, no. Am Levadav Yishkon, we are a nation that dwells alone, is not a blessing, but in fact, it is great to be appeased by all nations. And the Rebbe went on to explain why Am Levadav Yishkon, a nation that dwells alone, is in fact a blessing. And it's a blessing because it teaches us that, yes, a Jew is never alone. We have to realize that sometimes we have to be alone in the world to make the correct decisions. Sometimes we may be the only right person in the room. And just because everybody says that Israel should give back land, or that Israel should do things that aren't good for its own success, because that is what the world feels, that doesn't make it right. And this is the Rebbe went on to explain how a nation that dwells alone, on one hand, yes, we're never alone as a people. But as a nation, sometimes we have to make difficult choices that may make us a minority, but in fact, it's always the right decisions. And so we're very honored to be able to celebrate the Shabbos together with our son, together with our family, and with so many of our cousins that flew in. And we're going to miss the community this Shabbos Yud Beis Yud Gimel Tammuz, which is the previous Rebbe's birthday and the day of liberation from coming out of prison. It's a day of a great celebration. And we're going to be fabreking over here. I'm sure our Bachram will be fabreking over there. And maybe only celebrate Simchas together. And look forward to seeing everyone back in Shul in a couple weeks. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And we'll see you very shortly, soon. And very special Mazel Tov to our son Yehuda for becoming a Bar Mitzvah boy. Shabbat Shalom.